right, let's talk about this observer mindset, bro. Like, a lot of people don't realize, bro, and no, I'm not, no intros. We straight to the point. You know, I ain't finna filler y'all, you know, sugarcoat nothing. You heard me? Like, yeah. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize they react with emotion. They don't observe. They think emotionally. Like, it's first emotion, then action. Like, they react off of emotion. Like, that's 90% of the world, the NPCs. You know, that's just a joke. But like, a lot of people, they operate off of emotion. They don't really think logically about things. Like, if you really want to have that observer's mindset, bro, just take a step back when you in the look. If you like, let's say an event occurred, you know, and you know you used to react emotionally, so you should just jump to it. Like, first you get the thought. Well, first it's the event, then it's the thought, then it's the emotion, then it's the action behind it that make people do what they do. You heard me? You know, so like, let's try this for a second. Like, just take a step back, pause, think about what you're gonna say, or just question why are you feeling this emotion. And you know, just always question yourself. Pause and question things, you know, or just pause. You don't even have to fucking question, just pause, you know. But like, what I'm trying to get at is, bro, in order to have an observer's mindset, you have to control your emotions. It's not easy to start off, you know. It's hard. You hear me? Like, yeah, you gonna get thrown off, you know. But like, what I'm trying to get at is, the more practice the more practice. Damn, I can't even get my words out. The more times you get into a situation, you know, or something occur, just pause. Practice that every time. Pause. Every time you feel an emotion, pause. You ain't got a question, just pause and breathe. Breathe in for 3 seconds. Inhale through your nose. Hold it in. Picture yourself like you're balling up a ball of negative energy, and push that shit out through your mouth for 3 seconds. You're gonna see how much better you feel. But if you can do longer seconds than that, do it. I don't do 3 seconds. I do way longer. I be about to collapse, you know, trying to push all that negative energy up out of me. You hear me? And then stretch it too on top of that, you know, and working out. But we're gonna get all to that in another video. Like I was saying though, observers, I'm gonna just tell y'all about them. Observers, they observe everything. People, patterns, hell, thoughts, fuck, you name it, bro. They just observe a lot of things right now. I'm driving and multitasking right now, trying to get to my destination right now. But like, yeah, they observe, like I was saying though, they observe people, habits, emotions, thoughts. I don't know if I said patterns, but I might sound like a broken record. But like, yeah, though, like, observers, they observe everything. They don't miss nothing. And what the word observer means, it's basically another word for aware. Like, when you observe something, you gain the awareness behind whatever you're observing. Like, you just gain, like, awareness is a gift. To observe is a gift, but to observe is to become aware of, you know, whatever you're focused on, my definition, you know. But like, yeah, bro, the more you fuck, I forgot what I was about to say. The more you put yourself down, not even put yourself in the situations, but as events pop up, and every time you feel the emotion, just pause. Like I said before, like, practice that daily, and it'll get stronger. Like, your mind is a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. It's a muscle. You just gotta train the motherfucker. You hear me? But like, yeah, bro, observing will save you a lot of trouble. Like, it will save you a lot of time, trouble, manipulation, all that, bro. A lot of people don't realize they be manipulating you or trying to manipulate you without even knowing. And a lot of people be operating on the ego and trying to downplay you, and they don't even know it, bro. They don't even know it. Like, you know, we all men. Like, let's put men for example in general. Like, we men, of course, we gonna have ego. How you think all these rich motherfuckers like got to where they are? They wouldn't be where they are without ego, bro. So ego is necessary for you, bro. But like, as far as like letting it get out of control, you know, downplaying people, man. Like, a lot of people like to downplay people. Like, I'm gonna get to talk about this topic in another video, bro, but like, I'm just gonna say this. You won't realize a lot of people trying to downplay your intelligence or just you in general, man. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss my turn. Yeah, a lot of people try to downplay you and your intelligence, and you don't even be realizing it. But you just gotta sit back and observe a motherfucker, man. A motherfucker could tell you a lot about them, man. And you won't even know it until you observe. Like I said, to observe is to become aware. And the more awareness you have behind it, you can't never unsee it. Nothing will get past you. The more awareness you gain every day, the more clarity, the more perspective. Like, perspective itself is a whole nother thing. Like, when you observe something and you observing it from the same angle, that's one thing. But when you observing something and you observing it from a different angle, that's a whole different ball game right there. Like, you get, bro, the more perspective you gain, the more wisdom. Like, perspective, like, gives you wisdom. Perspective, like, it really just makes you somewhat, it makes you not, like, look at things negatively or, like, look at things a certain way that it's usually looked at, But, like, what I'm trying to get at is, though, yeah, man, observer's mindset. Like, before you think about, before you even react off of emotion, ask yourself, why am I feeling this? Like, you could be feeling anything, jealousy, like anger, greed, pride, like any of that. Just question it. Like, why am I feeling this? Why is this feeling here? How long is it gonna sit? Listen, emotion is just like weather. That's one thing y'all gotta realize. Just like the weather come and go, like, it was raining over here for like a day or two and it went away. It's sunny as hell over here, bro. Just look clouded with a chance of meatballs, you feel me? But, like, yeah, man, shit. But if some of y'all a little confused on how to actually become an observer, bro, I wrote it down for y'all on my phone. And I'm finna, I wrote down the whole, like, script of, like, basically what I was saying. But it sounds different. So listen here. How do you become an observer? Okay. First, start paying attention to your thoughts. Not every thought deserves your attention. Just because you think something don't mean it's true. Your mind can trick you and play tricks on you, and, create a false reality. Like, paint a picture that ain't even there. You hear me? Like, yeah. Just because it's there don't mean it's true, man. Like, you got to stop believing everything your mind think. Like, your mind could be against you. Like, you could be a prisoner of your mind. You hear me? But yeah, second, create a pause between emotion and action. When you angry, pause. When you're afraid, pause. When you tempted, pause. When you feeling greedful or envious, pause. That pause is where your power lives. Like, pausing, like silence, that's power. Like, you pausing before anything like that's going on in your head that's not good or negative, man. You pausing, showing your mind that you got more power over it than it got over you. You hear me? But yeah, thirdly, start asking yourself, what am I feeling right now? What am I thinking right now? Why am I reacting this way? Most people never, question their emotions. They never question it. They just react and fucking create chaos, because some people just like chaos in their lives. But yes, fourthly, observe without judgment. Don't beat yourself up feeling fear, anger, lust, pride, fucking whatever negative emotion you feeling. Just notice it, acknowledge it, The observer, they don't fight every emotion. They don't. They observe and understand their emotions. And finally, practice daily. Observe your thoughts, your habits, your relationships, trading, or any investment that you have, Observe your reactions, because the more you are aware, like I said earlier, the more control you gain. And the more control you gain, the freer you become, So, like, yeah, man, like, really just think about this shit, bro. Because, like, listen, most people think freedom comes from controlling the world and, like, trying, like, seeming superior to others. Like, a lot of people, operate like that, but I don't operate like that, bro. I think freedom comes from controlling yourself, like controlling your thoughts, your actions. Like, I feel like that's control, and that's freedom, Everyday thoughts appear, everyday emotions appear, fear, anger, doubt, temptation, all that, man. Most people, they immediately react, like I said before, man. So, like, the observers, as an observer, man, you're going to be doing something a little different than that, like a lot different, They watch, like, it's like looking at the weather through a window, just watching it pass by, You ain't reacting to it, you just watching it, observing it, But yeah, I ain't finna talk y'all head off, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more, you know. Like I was saying, man, you know, that shit tie back to anything, man. This shit can help you out with anything in your life. Just be having an observer's mindset, bro. Like, a lot of people don't really just use their mind like you're supposed to. You hear me? But yeah, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, you know, and I'm out there, motherfucker.